What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. So, these are the comments from Usyk made a few days ago, punking Tyson Fury and exposing that he's completely flapped it as far as the fight goes. Here we go. After the breakdown of the fight with Fury, there was a lot of criticism of your promoter, Oleksandr Usyk, on the internet. How do you yourself assess the work done by him during the negotiation process? Listen, the negotiation process proceeded as it always does, Usyk said. There was nothing unique. The only question is Tyson scary, holding on to the WBC belt and setting up unacceptable fight conditions in order to be rejected in advance is much more important to him than playing fair in the interests of the boxing industry and the fans who are waiting for this fight. Here's the big pie. That's the expose. Here's the pie though. You have read 2 books by Tyson Scary, dealt with him in negotiations, heard a lot about his antics. Give a psychological portrait of Mr. Tyson Scary regarding his public image. Tyson Fury is a big man who has very good abilities in boxing and in life, but this big man is scared to death of losing. Wow, he's scared. That's the bottom line, people. Now, I've made videos over the year. Let's do the maths here. I've got a video coming soon in the next week or so. Even John Fury's come out. Listen, John Fury, he stayed a hater. Listen, I knew John Fury was sipping the haterade when, what was it, how long ago? I think about a month or 2 ago when he came out and said, listen, Tyson's a good boxer, but he don't have the fire like me. That is what you call envy, people. That's the envious one, 100%. Never mind the furious one. John Fury is the envious one. He envying his son. But anyway, envy or not, John's found a great in here. John's realised, wait there a minute, it's looking bad right now. It's time to hop off the boat. Yeah, if John Fury said, if Tyson doesn't fight Zhang or Usyk next, he should retire. Wow. Yeah? But ultimately what this comes down to is, he's scared of losing. That's why he's calling out Ngannou. Yeah? That's why he's calling out Joe the Toe Rogan. I can't lie, that video was kind of funny still, but yeah, this is the bottom line, people. This is why he's down. This is why he be doing the weird stuff. This is why. What other bums are there who you've been talking about? To be fair, I wouldn't mind seeing. I don't even think the Ngannou fight's too bad with UFC gloves on. Because if Wilder can put down Fury, I don't see why Ngannou can't have a go on him. I mean, listen, I'm telling you now, in boxing gloves, we've seen it before. We've seen these UFC guys don't have no pop in their shots. Yeah, that's a fact. McGregor was icing dudes. He put these 8-ounce gloves on, and it bouncing off. So I'm not saying Ngannou's chances are great, but listen, Ngannou in 4-ounce gloves, I wouldn't mind seeing that one for what it's worth. But anyway, scrap that. Actually, no, I don't want to see that. I want to see Fury fight Usyk, fight a few contenders, and then go and do goofy stuff. Let's stick to the script here. In fact, let's see Ngannou do some boxing. What am I talking about? Wait a minute. And that's the problem. There's a lot of homo masculinity going around the place. And I have to admit myself. Yeah, we see buff dudes and we think that means something. That's the bottom line. Listen, I could sit here and lie to you. Oh, I don't have no homo masculinity in me. The bottom line is, man, I see a big buff burly Nick and I think, damn, he must squabble. That's how 2 minutes ago I was telling you, oh, the Ngannou fight could be interesting. It's all to do with homo masculinity, people. Yeah, big buff dude, he must be worth something. He worth nothing, AJ, 100%. AJ proved that being big and buff is worthless in this day and age. But anyway, putting them tendencies to one side, Fury needs to fight Usyk or Zhang. I think Zhang is as deserving as Usyk, truth be known, because he popping chopses. Zhang actually getting it how he living. To be fair to him, yeah, Zhang ain't getting. No one ain't put Zhang on. If that makes sense. Zhang's got it how he living. Usyk, for me, he got put on. Yeah, he fought Chisora and then got the AJ fight. That's what you call getting put on. Usyk didn't beat a Joe Joyce. Usyk didn't put down a Hrgovic. Yeah, that one there. Anyone can have an AJ fight and have a go on him, especially now. If that makes sense. Anyone from top 5 can have a go on AJ. So Usyk got put on. Usyk hasn't really earned his salt in boxing because cruiserweight, he ain't beating no one. I'm sorry, that's how I feel. He ain't beat no one at cruiserweight and ain't really beat no one at heavyweight either, truth be known, to get to where he got to. But listen, end of the day, man, He want to run it. That's what's important here. At least Usyk trying to run it with people. I.e. the best, which is Fury. Regardless of the money situation. Regardless of the politicking that he's done in the past. The fact of the matter is, he's got the belts now. He took AJ's belts. He took AJ's booty. And now he wants Fury. Which is the only logical fight. And it all comes down to this, folks. The big man is scared of ever losing. And when you look back at his career, the evidence is there, people. Yeah, he beat Vlad. He nicked the fight on points. Vlad was desperate for that rematch. Vlad wasn't. In fact, Vlad didn't even activate the rematch clause against AJ. For whatever. The bottom line is he didn't want it. Yeah? Vlad had an opportunity to make a free $20 million. It wasn't worth, at that time, it wasn't worth it to him to make a free $20 million. And I respect that. That's what and I have to give, listen, I've been critical of Vlad. But actually, that in itself says a lot about the person. What have I been saying about AJ for a while? Yeah? If you haven't got it in you anymore, Vlad knew I could make $25 million turning up and losing to AJ again. But it's not worth, that's what, and I'm telling you, that's what the old school guys kind of had. Don't get me wrong, some guys like Ali went on too long, but that wasn't because he was trying to milk the money. Some guys loved the game, like James Toney. James Toney's still fighting, well, up until recently, or Roy Jones. They were still fighting. I think Roy Jones got punched up by Joe Smith Jr. The guy got twinked by Peterbiev. That was a big deal at the time. The point I'm making is, Jones and Ali didn't stay on too long because they was trying to milk extra coins. It was about, they're so in love with the game. Completely different. AJ hanging around the place, leaving a bad smell because he just want more coins, and it's obvious. Got no intention of doing anything in there. So I do actually give Vlad a lot of credit for the fact that he left 25 mil on the table, easy money. He could have jumped on the floor, or he could have gone in there and cacked his pants and just been tentative. No, Vlad said, you know what? I made enough money. Let me respect the sport. I haven't got it in me anymore. I left it all in that. I think Vlad probably left. Well, either way, Vlad felt he left it all in the ring. That was his best night, and let me go out with some dignity. So salute to Vlad. He got a little bit of the old school left in him. Bit of self-respect. Wait there a minute. I don't want to be in the ring getting punched up by a young bull anymore. Even though many people thought Vlad might have a go on AJ. I mean, it could have happened. Why not? Everyone else having a go on him. You know what I mean? I was there. Why couldn't 52-year-old Vlad have a go on AJ? After all, Mr. Blobby had a go on him. Yeah? Anyway, I've digressed. The point I'm making is, I'm not sure the point I'm making is, truth be known, I'm just waffling, but but listen, man, he's Tyson Fury's scared to death. Yeah? Well, that's the point I was making. Vlad didn't want the AJ rematch. He was desperate for the Fury rematch, and he activated it. So the point is, Vlad isn't just a money collector. Yeah? Vlad saw something sweet in the Fury rematch. Vlad could have said, listen, I've just been beat by Tyson Fury, and I feel I haven't got it in me the same way he did that for the AJ fight. So we know Vlad weren't just going to fight Fury for the sake of fighting him. He thought there's something sweet there, and Fury knew it, bottom line. That's why he'd be doing the weird stuff. Same as the Wilder fight. Yeah, he beat Wilder twice, yeah. But let's be real here. Them fights were touch and go. I think it was the 5th round. Wilder put Fury down twice. Touch and go. Now, fair, again, respect to Fury. He gets up, and he gets stuck back in. Something AJ don't do. But still. You know what I'm saying? That's once the fight was on. What happened before that 3rd fight? He tried and duck it. Don't want a rematch clause. Oh, I don't want a rematch clause. Oh, yeah. Because Fury knew. Well, Taylor, I'm not even sure why was Fury ducking the 3rd fight. I was about to say he knew the power Wilder had, but he just beat Wilder up in the 2nd fight. I don't know what it is. I don't know. The guys. Some people say it's bipolar, but bipolar shouldn't make you scared to death. Maybe it does. Maybe when you're in an up phase, you're just buzzing your tits off, which is, I mean, I've got more videos coming soon this week, but Fury's been absolutely buzzing his nipples off the last few days. Absolutely off his Nelly. So is it a case that Fury's in the up phase now? And he feels like that's apparently, I haven't got, anyway. I don't know what bipolar is like, unless you 100% have it. You don't know what it's like. But from what I've read, you have these mad swings, mad lows, where you just feel, I don't know how you feel, but I'm guessing you feel kind of dead to the world. And you have these mad highs where you think the sky is the limit. You think you can fly to the moon. So is it the case now that Fury out here thinking he can fly to the moon, and then he falls off? These things never last long, people. Oh, I'm going to fight this guy. I want John Jones. I want this. I want Usyk. I want Zhang. And he fall off. Yeah? I don't know. But I'm not going to... I think it's cheap, actually, to leave this on a mental health note, because it's not mental health, man. He stay fighting bums. Yeah? If he was that down bad, if he had that much bipolar, he wouldn't be fighting bums. He wouldn't be fighting anyone. He'd be saying, you know what? I can't even risk it against Chisora because I'm down bad. He you know what I mean? He know what he's doing. Yeah? If you're not psychologically well, you can't pick and choose. You'd either be buzzing your tits off and fighting the best, or you'd be fighting no one because you'd be scared to death to get in there. So yeah, it's all cap, man. He's scared. Bottom line, he don't want to lose. I think he win the fight, but listen, I thought Eubank wouldn't get chinned as well. So whatever that's worth, thinking Fury going to beat Usyk. Again, I thought AJ was going to smoke Usyk, so you just don't know, do you? That's what the point of sport is. You see it. Yeah, you put all these things into a pot, all these uncertainties into a pot, and you see it. But boxing, and particularly WBC, they're goofies. And they don't want to see the best fight the best. They want to see bums fight bums. Or good guys fight bums indefinitely. They're protecting Canelo from Bivol, and they're protecting Fury from taking really any responsibility in the heavyweight division. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, people. Smash the like button, subscribe, and let off the bell 100%.